Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Land Cruiser 1958 in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have the gas component of the hybrid energy system. It is a turbocharged iForce Max 2.4-liter L4 engine. This automatic transmission gets up to 326 horsepower, 465 pound-foot of torque. You've got towing capacity up to 6,000 pounds. Up front here, you've got your LED headlights. It is the retro-styled round headlights that come with the 1958 editions. We also have the daytime running lights, of course. Fog lights are down below. And then you'll find up front here that this, because this is a pre-owned unit, there are aftermarket grille lights that have been installed that are very similar in the rigid industry ones that you can get with other trim levels of the Land Cruiser. So it's a really interesting little addition that the previous owner has installed in here. Now looking across your front bumper, you'll find these little round nodules such as this guy right next, and it goes the whole way across your front grille. These guys, of course, are your front parking sensors. Now onto the side here, we have the 18-inch alloy wheels. Side mirrors include integrated turn signals and blind spot monitoring. On both of your front handles, you'll find this little dimple. We'll talk about this guy a little bit more on your driver's side. Looking down below, you have the OEM running boards that are installed with this unit, and on your rear windows, they are all factory tinted, but you'll also find that we have these rain guards that have been installed here too. Up top, we have the black roof that has been installed for this unit. So on the back of it, just like the front of it, you've got your backup parking sensors that go the whole way across. Left-hand side, you have your Land Cruiser badge, Toyota badge across the back. We also have aftermarket, this Toyota Land Cruiser badge that's been installed on the right-hand side. This guy does not originally come from factory like this, but it is a cool little addition. Underneath that is where you have your iForce Max hybrid badge. Then looking directly underneath of your rear logo is your backup camera. One last thing to point out here is that above this logo, you'll find this little button on the left corner. If you give this guy a press, you'll find that your rear windshield pops up. You can then use a little hook underneath the rear windshield wiper to lift it the rest of the way open. This gives you quick and easy access into your rear space. You can either use this for getting things in and out efficiently, or if you're going a short distance and have some cargo in the back that doesn't quite fit, you're able to leave this open just to give yourself a little bit of extra breathing room. Of course, I wouldn't recommend doing this if you're going on the highway or super long distances, but it is an option available to you. To close it up, just reach up to the glass, pull it back down. Don't be shy, it will not crack. Make sure it is locked all the way in. Then you're able to reach down to open up your cargo space. You reach underneath of the Y there, press the button inwards, and lift it up. So looking inside here, you'll find that your second row seating has a 60-40 split on the left-hand side. This allows the two sides to function independently. If you want to lay the seats down flat, you can do so by releasing these little handles on the backs of the seats to do so. In the back, we do have plenty of additional storage space for you. On the right, you also have a rear power outlet. If you look across the back here, we have two different things going on. One is more obvious than the other at first. We have this Land Cruiser labeled rubber mat cargo space liner. So this guy has two jobs. First off, helps protect your vehicle from damage from the cargo by providing a bit more padding, as well as giving some extra grip back here so things aren't slip and sliding around too crazily. Secondly, it helps to keep your space nice and clean and tidy. You can just pick this guy up, remove it out of the space, and rinse or clean any dirt or debris off of it so that things don't cling to the inside of the vehicle. Now, underneath of this guy, we also have the Land Cruiser carpet-lined mat. This guy comes with most of these Land Cruisers and is especially something that you get with the Land Cruisers themselves. It has very similar function to the rubber mat liner. Then underneath that is where you're able to find the actual false floors. So as you can see, they are split up, so there are different storage compartments that go all across the back here. This is how you're able to access your spare, which is mounted underneath of the vehicle. And then if you look to the left, you'll be able to find two different false walls. Behind these is where you're able to find your battery, as well as finding your toolkit to access the spare. To close up your space back here, you can just reach up to the handles on either side, pull the trunk back down into its starting position. Next, let's go take a look at the inside. So inside here, your interior upholstery is the black cloth. It has this almost heathered gray appearance to it. In between the two sides back here is where you have access to a folding down armrest / cup holder. You can easily fold this guy up and away if you want to increase your seating capacity. Then looking forward, on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you'll find this Land Cruiser badge or logo ingrained in the front. Of course, you have your air vents, chargers down below, and currently we have the Land Cruiser rubber mats installed inside of the unit itself. On the side is where you'll also find some further adjustments. You can use this little logo to show you different ways you're able to set up the seats so that you can gain easy access into your storage and just have lots of different arrangements either for cargo or for individual personhood seating. Inside the door, you've got 2 different levels of storage there, and of course, power window control. Now, once again, back to this little dimple. This guy indicates keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can either tap your hand on the little dimple or inside the handle to lock and unlock your unit. Inside the door, you've got power windows for front and back, window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. All the way up top here, these controls allow you to fold your side mirrors in flat with the body of your unit. You can keep it set to auto, so they will fold and unfold if you lock and unlock with a key fob, or you can manually adjust these controls at any point in time. Inside, we have this illuminated entrance here. Then you have manually adjustable seats. Controls are on the side of it or the bar underneath of the knees. Then you've got your hood release latch on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. On top of that, trailer brake controls. You've got your AC 120-volt control, your gas release, automatic headlamps, your rear parking sensors, and then, of course, dash brightness. Hopping up here and taking a closer look at the steering wheel. So it is black leather with black stitching. Left-hand side, controls there are for the dash display. You've got your hands-free communication and the volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, which includes sonar and lane departure. In the middle is your infotainment display screen. This is where you get to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now, you're looking at your optional navigation. You can choose to connect that through Toyota Connected Services. Then you have your audio listening, which includes AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters throughout the vehicle. Then, phone connectivity. You use this to connect your personal device to the vehicle via Bluetooth. Under that, you have 2 things. One is trip information, and the other is climate display. So you have this for the front and some additional options, such as the Eco Heat Cool mode and your rear windshield de-icer. All the way at the bottom is your settings. This is everything from personal profile, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, display, sound media, voice search, vehicle info, dealer, apps, etc. Little knob here, this guy is your volume control. We also have this aftermarket phone mount that has been installed on the unit up front. Underneath you have your 4-ways and then the climate control center. Dual climate control up front here means you can either choose to have your temperatures synced up or you can choose to have them functioning independently. All depends on what setting that sync is on. We also have 3 levels for your heated seats, which means that the driver and front passenger both have plenty of options available to them. You have your heated steering wheel on the right-hand side. Defrost for your, or defog rather, for your rear windshield is on the right-hand corner. On the left is defrost for your front windshield and rear windshield. Left of this is your push start ignition. Then you have your tow haul mode underneath. Mode select here, you have your driving modes, your second ECT, and your downhill/crawl control. Up front, you've got those charger and adapter options. Storage space all the way at the front, those little divided cubbies. Then you've got your gear shift, parking brake, and parking hold. Traction control, you have your diff locks, your control for 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. Cup holder spaces. All the way in the back is the console. This guy opens up inside. Got all your storage that goes deep down underneath. On the right, you've got a Land Cruiser logo on the right-hand corner. Underneath that is a lockable glove box. Up overhead on the rear view mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots. Those guys are garage door openers. Then you've got your SOS button and the overhead lighting controls. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Land Cruiser 1958 in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.